is Pauline, and as the opposition team, I would like to oppose this motion that saying that this House regrets mergers and acquisitions within tech industry. Uh, First, I wanted to do rebuttals to the opponent. Like, we know that these days it's so hard to stay away from technology as we know. And from the opponent's first point, that saying that it's unjustified uh, to merger and acquisition within the tech industry because we force consent to expose the data to such social media app. Uh, well, for our privacy or data, we could trust the app we use since actually the CEO or owner of the app tech industry have a responsibility for it. We could go with the law if the CEO or the owner uh, didn't want to take a responsibility for it. And next, for the second point, that's saying that uh, we must to have a more competition or making the competition more bigger. Well, rather than saying that, I think it's better if we minimize the competition for each other because the economic competition itself is already tight, and actually the company could still innovate and evolve more through the merger and acquisitions because they could combine their idea and make something uh, more valuable and more capable for everyone. Next, moving on to my first argument. Well, merger bring a lot of benefit. First, especially for the shareholder, and through merger, there are a synergy income for the industry. And because the payment structure will be lower, and it could make the economy scale higher, and we could reduce the possibility of loss. We, we could find a new place to offer new product from the company, and we could get an acquisition asset, and actually through the merger and acquisition there are a higher financial capability that we got through the system. Next, to my second argument, if we combine the e-commerce of the company, like delivery things or groceries and food, transportation and money, we could make actually it could make the biggest digital consumer platform, and we must accelerate the growth of digital economy in our country. And through this merger and acquisition, we could complete each other from the other company, and like each other company could complete for each other success. And for the consumers, they could get an easier access quality products and services, and actually it's safer for worker because the company responsibility will be more trusted, and the presentation of loss will be lower. Well, for some example, the company could manage an integration plan well, so they could have such a big success with the combining company, such as Sim Niaga Bank and Lipo Bank could make their existence more powerful in a global industry. And like Goto, uh, they combining Tokopedia, Gojek, and the others, it could make consumers easier to get the product and have a, more better services. Like they can just use one app, but could it's already have everything in the app, and it will be such a good thing to happen. And for the other example, the WhatsApp and Facebook, it could make the communication surface faster and not struggling. So that's why the mergers and acquisition within the tech industry is something that quite benefit, quite bring up much of benefit for mostly company and make our economy go further than before. And instead of just saying we regret it, uh, tech, technology is way more forward. So that's why we as the opposition team couldn't stick to the status quo. That's all. Thank you.